It's the Adams Apples! Hi everyone, Brittany Adams here.
Brittany Adams here.
And welcome back to our channel. We want to thank all of you who have supported us in our first video and who will continue to support us as we go through this journey together.
If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.
Also, don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you are notified every time we post a new video.
Yay! So to get straight into today's video, a short description of what we're gonna do today. My sister's about to take over.
So my sister and I have decided that we need to start normalizing our insecurities and speaking about them. Becoming more comfortable and public about our insecurities may just be that solution. So we decided to actually film two separate segments today, one by myself and my sister doing hers by herself, where we discuss our greatest or most heaviest insecurity and we give you the tea as to why those are our biggest insecurities.
In our segments, we've also described what we've done to turn our insecurity from an insecurity into a strength.
Yep.
We also spoke about projection. Many of you may not know it, but you may be subconsciously projecting
Oh my God!
You may be subconsciously projecting your insecurity onto your closest friends and family members without even knowing it.
Yep. And so that is why we decided to do this video today, because we needed to think to ourselves, it's time to start talking about the things that we want to hide from the world. And this is no pressure to others to maybe take a video. Maybe you can just speak about it with a close relative, someone that you spend an immense time with and you have good trust in. So we really want to encourage those of you who are watching, those of you who are YouTubers, whatever social media platform you are on, let's start talking about our insecurities, why we have them, but how we're going to turn them into a strength.
I think that's our message today, and I hope that you all can see our hearts in this video.
For sure.
That our main aim is trying to encourage you to turn your insecurity into a strength by making small changes step by step.
Stay tuned for the segments that are to follow.
Hey guys, it's me, Brittany Adams, and I'm about to sit down with you guys and speak about my biggest insecurity. And I'm sure when I announce my biggest insecurity, some of you watching may think, oh my gosh, that's so shallow, that's so basic. But growing up with this insecurity, it really chipped away at my self-confidence. And my insecurity is basically my body. In primary school, my body looked a particular way. In high school, my body changed, and I began to realize basically these changes, and you begin to see how your body's changing in relation to other people. And this was the start of my comparison era in my life. So this was me being like, oh, I wish I looked like her, or I wish I had this like her or that like her. And eventually, before I knew it, I would look in the mirror and not see myself for who I was, because my mind was scarred with, I wish I looked like her, or I wish I had legs like her, or I'd fit on something in the store and oh, but I wanted this and it doesn't fit me the way it fitted the girl in the picture. And so all of this just began to chip away at my self-confidence. Another thing that really took a toll on my self-confidence was social media, and seeing people on social media that you aspire to and their bodies and how they are built. And that also made me go in my downward spiral of comparing myself to them. And especially now in the beginning period of lockdown, being at home, you have a lot of time to spend on social media, you have a lot of time to yourself. And in this time of lockdown, I was spending a lot of time on social media, and I was basically filling my mind with what I could look like, and or what I wish I had. And that began obviously to start the trend again of comparing myself and like chipping away at my self-confidence. So I got to a point where I was like, you know what, I'm sick and tired of feeling so down about myself and constantly self-bashing every time I look in the mirror or I put clothes on. I was like, I'm done with it now. I need to start making a positive change and turning my insecurity into my strength. And how I did this was I basically began to change my habits, my daily habits in my life. Where I would usually go for cool drink or juice, now I go for water. I try to eat healthy, keep my diet clean. I've started to take notice of certain foods that affect my body and do research about it. So for example, I love carbohydrates. Any carb in any form, I'm there for it. Fried, baked, I don't care. I just love carbs, especially potatoes and bread. So I noticed that when I eat those things, how my body bloats and how I'm bloated for longer periods of time. So I basically began to change my eating habits and basically be in touch with my body, notice things about my body and what certain foods do to my body. And from making these small positive changes, I noticed that I was happier, I was cheerful, I would allow people to compliment me more. And something that I would do, and I did unconsciously, was I'd project my insecurities onto other people. And somebody would give me a compliment, for example. They'd be like, Quintez, you look so good. What are you doing to like keep it up? And I'd be like, oh, thank you, but blah blah blah. Be like, but oh, I still have this role, or my arms are still like saying hello here and here. So I do silly things. I'd say stuff like that, not knowing that I was projecting my insecurity onto the people that I really love and the people that I have allowed in my circle. So three things I would say requires major change in order for you to feel better about yourself is a complete mind change, soul change, and body change. Mind would be filling your mind with things that are for you. For example, getting a notebook and writing down things, writing down goals for the week, body goals, eating goals, meals, etc., etc. So filling your mind with positive things. Soul, just take a break from social media and focus on the your internal. What are you putting into your body, in terms of what are you seeing, what are you hearing, all that stuff. So making a complete change in your mind and your soul, and then your body, obviously choosing healthy habits. And I can actually feel myself being lighter, being happier, allowing people to compliment me a lot more, and I just feel so much more confident about myself. I can truly say that my insecurity is not fully a strength, but I'm almost there. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope this has helped you in some or another way.
What's up, guys? It's me, Brittany Adams. As mentioned previously, my sister and I decided to film private takes of our greatest insecurities. To those of you who are extremely close to me, or even to those of you who maybe schooled with me, whether it be primary school or high school, you may know what this insecurity is because I suffered with it for the longest time. So my heaviest insecurity that I deal with on the daily is my skin. Right now it's covered with makeup, so it looks actually looks kind of good. So it looks good, but I know what's going on underneath all this makeup. And right now my skin is actually at its best. I think it's actually the best my skin has ever been in my entire existence. But my skin is an extremely heavy topic for me because it's twofold. The first reason why my skin is a major insecurity for me is because I suffered with acne for the longest time. And I know that it can sound like a very shallow insecurity or something that everyone has. But my skin, it was tough for me because I was surrounded by a family with really beautiful skin, and there I was with cystic acne, and it was just something that was incredibly hard to deal with. Also because children are very evil and they tease you and all about something you can see on your face every day. Right. But yeah, it was something that I just had to eventually deal with because it started hindering me from even my social life. I wouldn't accept going to social events, to outings, because I knew that my skin was in a state. To those of you who have acne, you probably know exactly what it is to feel very like not accepted, because you probably zone in on your acne so much more, and that was the case for me. I used to be so fixated on my acne that I would literally come at people for complimenting me about my skin. So if anyone gave me a compliment about my skin and said, "Oh, your skin looks so lovely," I would be like, I know you're lying. So it was something that was like extremely hectic for me. And then I was on so many different medications for my skin. It would work for like 6 months and then it will just wear off. It doesn't work anymore. And then I'd go on a new medication and start that course, and as I said, it works, and then eventually it doesn't work anymore. And it became something that was really difficult for me to deal with because it took a toll on not only my confidence but also my mental state. I always wondered, can you be beautiful with acne? That was it for me. And then the second part of my skin that was extremely hard for me to deal with was something that I had since I was like a baby, and it's known as eczema. Well, I call it eczema, some people say eczema, but I struggled a lot with eczema since I was a little girl, and it was so hectic to the point where teachers at school used to point it out and ask me like, what's going on with my face, or because I would get like a rash by my joints, they would ask me like, why is it so purple in those areas, because it would discolor. And eczema is extremely tough to deal with because it's on your skin. Everyone is going to see it. And I used to thrive in winter because it meant I could wear long things and no one is going to ask me about eczema. So it's extremely tough, and that also was like so taxing for me, because to be again surrounded by people who have really good skin and you were the only one who ended up having eczema, it's like L. But to this day, I'm very, very proud of the growth that I have, because I have finally decided that my skin is not going to deter me from living my best life, from living an honest life, and from speaking my truth. I suffered with acne. I still suffer with acne. I've suffered from eczema. I still suffer from eczema, but it's something that I can now control because my mind has definitely not, my mind is no more fixated on that one thing. So to those of you who have the same insecurity as me, normalize it. Wear the shorts. Go makeup free. I don't know, that's like a bit like hectic for me to say because I'm wearing makeup right now. I have actually started not wearing makeup and going to public places and feeling super secure within myself. So to all of you who have the same issue or insecurity as me, welcome, baby. We're about to live our best lives. So thank you. That is me. And Quincy and I will see you in the next segments.
We're back! And we're about to close out today's video.
Thank you all to those of you who watched today's video, who took the time to learn about our hectic insecurities. We want to also encourage those of you who are watching to do the same. Normalize this and let's turn it into a strength.
Definitely. And if you feel any type of way, or if you have any words of encouragement, please don't forget to comment in the comment section down below.
Definitely let us know if you are suffering with the same insecurities and how we can help each other.
If you have tips and tricks on how you have overcome your insecurity, you can also leave that in the comment section down below for all those that are watching.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you, guys. Bye.